This is music, and oh crikey, it's a haul. Welcome to another haul video. In this video I'm going to show you a stack of records I bought from Blacklight Records. It's a record store in Århus. I bought it online. They do have a brick and mortar shop, I think, and I would really like to visit it at some point. Incredibly, I had this stack of records the following day. I bought it the next day. It was in my possession. That was pretty surprising. Anyways, let's have a look at the items. Up first, Space Generation by Atomic Shelter. I basically got intrigued by the cover art. I did check out a couple of songs. 80s metal, hard rock. I liked it, so there you go. Grabbed it. Up next, State of Control by Baron Cross. This one looks a bit more glammy than the other album I have, but I don't know. Let's hear. I don't think it's like sleazy. That would be surprising, but you know, one never knows. Up next, The 7th of Never by Chastain featuring Leather Leone on vocals. So there you go. I don't know if she's sung on all the Chastain albums, but she sings on that one. Up next, Every Dog Has Its Day by Damien. Love the logo, love the cover art. Back cover, that's embarrassing though, but hey, impressive mullets. And of course it's the music that counts, and the music is kick-ass on here. 80s metal. Up next, kind of a maligned album, The Plague by Demon. I have a couple of Demon albums. Great new wave of British heavy metal. This one is supposed to be their weird album. I have never heard it before, but I figured I have, you know, some of their good albums, so, you know, can't hurt to check this one out. So there you go. Up next, this is an album that I've been looking for a while, and it's this one here. Oh crikey, it's Lawnmower Deth. Kind of humoristic, funny thrash metal from the UK. And this one, I remember way back when it came out. I was in a record store in the town I grew up in, Århus. The record store was called Van Rock, and that was a kind of a pun on Van Gogh, which is the Danish pronunciation of Van Gogh, the artist. Anyways, I remember being in a record store, picking this one up, holding it in my hands, thinking, it looks pretty cool. Should I buy it? And I decided against it. And ever since, I haven't regretted it, of course, but I've thought you should have picked it up. I've kind of caught myself thinking that a couple of times. So, I found out that Blacklight Records had a copy of this one, and it wasn't as expensive as a lot of the other copies of this one, you know, that kind of surface. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna pick it up, and yeah, and as you know, there's some collateral damage. Decided to pick this one up too. Keep It Up by Loverboy contains hit single Hot Girls in Love. This one was very cheap, otherwise I would never have bought it. But you know, given how cheap it was, and I've heard some people say that's not bad hard rock, I decided to grab it. As you can see, there's some price sticker damage or whatever it is. Maybe that's why it was so cheap. Don't know. Let's see if this is any good. I've heard some good things about this band. So I also picked this one up by Loverboy, Get Lucky, and here you have, includes the hit Working for the Weekend. This is a legendary piece of cover art, this photo. Some dude's butt in some tight red leather pants, I think. whatever. Look a bit more goofy on the back. Same story, very cheap. I figured I've seen some people in the VC talk about this one, and I've heard some people have some favorable words about this one, so I decided to pick it up because it was cheap. Hadn't it been cheap, I would not have picked it up. But who knows? Maybe I like it. I have a suspicion that I will probably like it. Up next, Back to Reality by Mindstorm. Great stuff. Kind of weird cover art, but really good stuff. So there's a song called FT World. So there you go. Yeah, great stuff. And up next, some traditional heavy metal / hard rock. Sound Barrier, Speed of Light. I have one of their albums, and it's great stuff. Just hard rocking 80s heavy metal. I think this one is from '86, I think. So there you go. Look forward to checking that one out. Here we have Telegram and maybe Raj Hirek or something like that. As far as I remember, it's Hungarian traditional heavy metal, but I could have, I think it's Hungarian traditional heavy metal. Quite like it, some nice riffs on here, so I decided to grab this one. The outer sleeve is also actually in pretty good condition, so that is nice. Maybe it means that whoever owned it didn't want to listen to it, but I don't know. Up next, Task Force, Forbidden Fruit. Just got curious. This kind of more arty-farty cover art, so I decided to grab it. Have no idea what it is. Probably good. Let's see. The jacket here has seen some action, so there you go. And up last, Stampede, Hurricane Town. Goofy cover photo, but kind of so bad it's cool, right? Awesome logo. This, if I were to start a kind of a thrash metal band, a retro thrash metal band, although this is hard rock, but if I were to start a retro thrash metal band, I would probably make my logo look a bit like this. The back, pretty cool too, but pretty simple. So there you go, a good bunch of records. Really happy to finally have the Lawnmower Deth one. That's awesome. Thanks for watching.